What is up, ineffable being? How are you doing? I hope you're having a wonderful, magical day. I want to tell you that you are a genius, you are important, you are special, and you are loved. Today we're going to discuss manifestation. We're going to get into how to master manifestation. You right now in your life, are you with your time management, relationships, finances, happiness, love? Are you satisfied with every dimension of your life? And look, for many of us, that's not the case. Look, I'm a happy person 24/7. I live through the heart. But even me, I can always strive in my physical universe for more, right? And that is okay. So let's get into it. Master manifestation. Have you heard of the law of attraction? The secret. Bob Proctor, one of the most famous, most known persons sharing the secret. Have you heard of manifesting? Well, what are you trying to create in your life? Is it a better body, better relationships, more health, better finances, a house, the dream job, a raise? Anything that you're trying to manifest. Well, we're going to get into it because manifesting is, I know it has this connotation of like spiritual mumbo jumbo and kind of gurus behind it, but quite frankly, we're always manifesting. Whenever you're hungry, you go eat something, you just manifested your desire to fill your body up. Same with water, same with your sexual desires. If you're feeling sexually aroused, you're going to go with your partner and you're going to take care of that. Same with money, same with the house, same with your job. If you want to have a Grammy, it's all the same thing. But once we start talking about money or Grammys and dreams and houses and cars, now people just shy away. Now we're like, we just don't like to talk about it. But there's no difference. If the situation is, do you want to eat? Do you want money, the house? All we're seeing is wants and desires. So the first thing is, don't set your mind as, oh, this is something very big and I can't receive that. All right? So to continue with that is the first step of manifesting is have a clear intention. Not just where you're going or what you want, but you have to have an intention behind it. So do you want $1,000,000? Why? To do X, Y, or Z. If you just want $1,000,000 because you want $1,000,000, then set that intention and that is more than fine. Now, perhaps there's a lot of people who become singers, who are, movie stars. Denzel Washington, he goes to universities and he speaks. He speaks about success. He speaks about tenacity, having the gut, the grit to fulfill your destination. So all of these people, sure, they probably don't seem like they have something behind their eyes as their intention. But I guarantee you, a lot of them, they have something bigger in mind. Yeah, they understand that the medium for them to complete whatever it is that they are going to complete, whether it be, helping hunger or poverty and so forth and so on, well, there has to be a medium, right? So what is your intention, right? What is your intention for the money, for the dream house, for the dream car that you want? You have to have an intention. And it could be as simple as, I really like this car and it's going to make me feel good. But at least you know what your intention is and you're being honest. You're not just going at something with your eyes closed, or at least half closed. And once you have your intention, it is yes or yes. And to really nail in this topic, I invite you to go watch my video. Well, I'll remember it here in a little bit. But what we discuss is, do you love what you think you love, or do you love the end result that other people are receiving? Because the difference is, a lot of people, they're passionate, they want to be singers, they want to open up a bakery, they want a business, but what happens is they'll do it a couple months, 6 months, a year or two, and they don't see the results that they anticipate because in their mind, they see other people doing the exact same thing, receiving more results. So they say, you know what, maybe I'm not smart enough, maybe I'm not intelligent, maybe I'm not fast enough, maybe I don't sing good, maybe I don't communicate well, and then you stop. So the thing here is to look at what is it that you want, so that's the intention, and then you got to be determined to just do it yes or no. And a good way to help this process is not to have expectations, not from the results of your actions, but you must have expectations of what you expect from yourself. You can't control life 100%. Life happens a little bit my way, a little bit your way, a little bit his way, and a little bit her way. That's the way life happens. And if it didn't, then where would I be? Where would you go if it all happened one person's way? Well, it's clear to see that what happens externally is very difficult. There's a million ingredients that go into the simplest manifestation. So you set your clear intention and you decide this is what I'm going to do, yes or yes. There is no, well, what if I fail? Because we wouldn't, what's his name? Thomas Edison. He failed at the light bulb 1,000 times. But we don't hear about that because attempt 1001 was the light bulb. And whenever he was asked, how do you feel about failing 1,000 times? He said, I did not fail 1,000 times. This invention had 1,001 steps. Similarly, whenever you are presented with something that the collective might consider failure, all that means is you got to get stronger, smarter, faster, learn quicker, communicate better. That's all that it means. Whenever we can perceive something that common people are going to say, you failed. You open up a business and it doesn't go the right way. You open up a channel and you want to be what's the word these days? An influencer. And you're working it every single day and you just don't receive the results. You know what? That means that you need to get smarter, you need to get stronger, you need to learn faster, you need to be more healthy, you got to get more knowledge about whatever it is. And then you go back to the drawing board, but you don't stop. You don't say, oh, I failed, I'm going to move forward. So the clear intention, yes or yes, and no expectations of the external life. Only what you expect to do yourself. So for myself, an example, whenever I decided to start sharing what it means to live through the heart, I didn't know what I was going to do, and I was only going to do a masterclass. I said, you know what? I'm going to create a masterclass every month where I share with people what it means to live through the heart, the why, and what, why, and how. Well, then that led me, I decided, I said, this is what I'm going to do. And then that led me to creating videos every single day. And it's been 175 days, roughly, where I have not failed to post a video. That means I have 175 consecutive days posting a video in English and in Spanish. Beyond that, you know what happened after this? Well, then I created a mentorship. I created a mentorship where I can, a personal development mentorship, more hone in on the individual, more personalized personal development than the masterclass. And then what did I do? So I had the masterclass, the daily videos, the mentorship, and now I'm creating trainings for corporation. Now I am building a corporate employee training. All of this, I never planned this, but I had certain in my mind, in my heart, in my brain, what I want to do. And I said, I'm going to do this today and forever. So then, whenever you think in terms of forever, then there's no chance of failure. Let's say my YouTube channel doesn't grow for the next 5 years. I'm not failing. Because I only am going to create expectations of what I'm going to create. So what are my expectations? Every day, be vegan. Every day, at my 9 to 5, give 100%. Every day, post a video in Spanish and English. Every month, do my free mentorship. Every day, or as much as possible, create more, more content in terms of the mentorships that I provide, more products. That's what I expect. Those are my expectations. If you want to be a singer, the only expectation, I'm not a singer so I can't really know, because there's surely a lot more that goes behind the scenes, but if you want to be a singer at a grand level, the only expectation you should have is singing every single day, showing the world your voice, and, throat exercises and vocal exercises and so on and so forth. But most people, they say, I want to be a singer. So they start singing. Let's say, you open up a YouTube or however you want to do it, and you don't see the traction that you anticipated, and that's why you stop. So set the expectations that you're going to have on yourself. And even water. I can put a water in my hands, it will fill my hands. I could put the same water in a cup, it will take the form of that. We can say the water is pretty delicate. Water can erode rocks. Rocks are something very hard, and water can erode this. So the point of that is, you keep doing the things that you're going to do, and life is going to pick up. It might not be at the time that you want, but you know what? If I would not have started sharing my passion like I am doing today, I would not have reached people in India, I would not have reached people in Puerto Rico, in America, and I live in Honduras, a third world country, and here I am, helping, touching lives, affecting people all around the world. Only because I knew where my intention was. I knew that I'm going to do this yes or yes, independent of the result that I receive. I'm going to always show up for these people. I'm going to show up for myself, for my ineffable family, and for my heart, my mind, my passion. So now, I'm going to give you a quick rundown of the secret of attracting, manifesting. And I hope you take note of this. And if you want more information, join my masterclass because I'm going to discuss the next following point. The secret to manifesting is the feeling. The feeling is everything. I have another video that's called The Feeling is Everything. Go watch that video. And the second video, if you remember earlier, I said I was referencing a video. The title of that is So What If I Don't Make It? So what if I don't make it? Go watch those two videos. But the feeling is everything. And I'm going to tell you why. The money you want, the car you want, the girl, the man, the position, anything you want, the end result of every experience in your physical world is an emotion. So if you want $1 million, that's going to create a certain level of, that's going to create a chemical reaction that we're going to call emotion. Surely it's going to be ineffability, it's going to be love, it's going to be bliss, it's going to be gratitude, it's going to be love and happiness. All these elevated emotions, that's going to be the effect of $1 million, the girl, the car, etc. So the secret to manifesting more quickly, more directly, more powerfully is creating the emotion ahead of the actual experience. Again, if you want to know more about this mystical side of manifesting, of what it means to cultivate an elevated emotion, get on my free masterclass. I do them the last Saturday of every month. If you've enjoyed this video, please put down in the comments what topics you'd like for me to cover in the future, and also put your tips and guide for manifesting, because perhaps my pill, my recipe for manifesting the life that I am creating, perhaps might not be the pill that every person needs. So please share down in the comments your solution to manifesting the best, most affluent way possible. Also, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Share this video on our social media, Facebook, Instagram, and I hope to see you in the side of light. Goodbye.